The Americans get smoked on the 4th of July. Hey everybody, Walty Wanderers, buckle up, strap in. We got a hard-hitting pull, no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows or sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Welcome to the show. I hope everybody's doing great. So let's jump back on the 4th of July merry-go-round as we examine the good, the bad, and maybe a little bit of the ugly.
No, Walty, not the ugly. Only examine rainbows and sunshine and fireworks and lollipops and puppy dogs and pride.
No. Somebody's got to read between the lines and look between the industry ruts, and we've got some ruts to look through today as America gets smoked. This was our chance. Now, luckily for us, good, exciting racing action all over the place, and we did want to surprise. We didn't want to see just, well, Jetson pretty much ran away with it again. The dude's clearly from a different planet. The dude's from Martian, dude. He's full alien blood in this dude. He cannot be beat. The only person that can beat Jett is Jett, and even Jett couldn't beat Jett. Jett goes down and still comes back and smokes everybody, and then Danger Boy Deegs running his mouth. It comes back to bite him. Luckily, he recovered in that second moto for a third place finish, but still off the podium, salvages the race. You win your championships on your bad days, but not a good look when you're going against basically the Wonder Boy. You are basically in a off-track race with the Wonder Boy of who's the most popular guy in the sport. Now, while the Deegs might still be the most popular guy, I'm starting to question, in fact, I always was questioning, will he have the speed to run with Jett? We will not know. There was talks about maybe this year that he would try to jump onto the 450 if he could wrap up the championship early and do a 450 round. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen, especially after today. And even if he did, I'm not sure that his camp would let him, because if they're smart, because you really want to let this thing build. But for us fans, we need a lot to unpackage this week. So much to blow apart. So many ruts to look through, right? So many things to look through. The reality is this. Chase Sexton came back, looked decent in Moto 2, but then he did what Chase Sexton does, and you guys called it. If you're new, get subscribed, jump over to the community page, throw on an open face and a fresh pair of tear-offs, because the roost tends to fly. Chase, we're like, will he mail it in or go for wins? He did both. Chase, you did both, dude. You mailed it in the first moto. Understandably, you had some cobwebs to shake out. None of us are expecting you to come out and just beat the Wonder Boy, the chosen one, the Moto Messiah, the Martian. Nobody was expecting that. But in Moto 2, it looked like maybe it was going to be on, but you did what you always do. You had a tip over all by yourself. At least it wasn't some big ragdoll cartwheel and he jacks himself. But the reality is this. The Australians and Honda's, it's good and bad for Honda. It's good because they clearly have the most money of any team in the paddock and they can buy any rider they want. It's bad because they let go of Smokin Joe. In fact, Monster Energy, you got bumped. You let Smokin Joe's rockin' Drink Weird must be pumped. I don't even know who Drink Weird is. I haven't even seen it on the shelf yet. I don't drink energy drinks, so it doesn't really matter to me. But Honda picked Hymus, who's out, and he's got the injury bug. And we don't know what's going to happen with our boy Hymus. Is that if this trend continues, you would have to think that's a possibility. It's definitely not helping his stock value. But Smokin Joe. Now, luckily for Americans, we actually cheer for Smokin Joe. Why? I'll tell you why. Why you ask? Of course I'm going to tell you. Because Joe is cool. He's cool. He's not some cocky, run-your-mouth, arrogant. Now, again, Deegs can get away with it for a couple reasons. One, it's his pedigree. It's the way he came up. He's anti-industry, even though he's got to play by the rules at some level. Two, he's an American. And three, he backs it up on the racetrack with pretty consistent. Now, he's just not Wonder Boy, alien kind of blood in Danger. He's got the dog in him, where the Wonder Boy doesn't need it. He just doesn't need it. But Honda, you blew it. You blew it because it looks like Smokin Joe is on his way out, and Smokin Joe came to play. In fact, the president from Japan was in America, and he had to be pumped. Because, he's got to be actually pumped, but then bummed, because I bet you right now, if Smokin Joe hasn't already inked his deal over at Pro Circuit, I'm sure Honda now is like, oh, hey, Smokin Joe, and probably Monster too, wanting to see if you'd like to come back. It ain't happening. It's already been severed. Now, Smokin Joe's stock value is going up. So if he hasn't signed his new deal, his new agent must be pumped if he hasn't, because you've got a brand new bargaining chip to go to the table with. Your boy Smokin Joe looked good. In fact, I think he looked good enough that he possibly could have ran with the Deegs. Now, I don't think it's going to be, I think Deegs on his best day and Smokin Joe on his best day, Deegs still edges him. But the challenge was this. It was great racing. Hey, listen, it's America. It's 4th of July. I hope you guys had a rad 4th of July. I hope you enjoyed the racing. I know I did. Like I said, there's a lot. Sexton, Tomac, Star Racing's bikes blowing. I mean, we got a lot to blow apart this week. But it was still, even though the Americans did not find the top step of the podium, it was still a great day of racing. And at the end of the day, that's all we want. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a moto guy that wants to see you not only win on the track, off the track. Understand the waters you're swimming in now, they're shark infested. Redbud! Welcome to the swimming pool. In fact, before we get, when these dudes are like, the commentators are like, give us a Redbud. Could you give us a Redbud? Most of these dudes are like, dude, I just got done with 30+2 twice, bro. Like, I barely got anything in me. But, dude, I wish AP probably could have nailed the Redbud. It's not Redbud. It allows you got to go Redbud. You got to throw the long. Did you guys notice that? Am I the only one? And also, a quick shout out to our boy, Bubba. Bubba, I heard him saying, you guys too, it's one of my favorite quotes. I say it a lot. Bubba says, if I was a betting man, which I'm not, which clearly, Bubba, thanks for watching the show, because I know you stole that one from Walty. What's up? But the thing is, everybody here at this YouTube channel wants to see some battles. Everybody here at this YouTube channel wants to see a dogfight. Right now, we got a little bit owned at Redbud, at America's race. There's a lot to blow apart moving forward. Unfortunately, our Americans didn't quite show up. Our Eli's, our Sextons had horrible races, but the racing and the battling was still very entertaining. And all those riders are going to live to fight another day. In the meantime, Walty will be here to blow the lid off at every step of the way. Because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to contact me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you enjoyed this video, gonna love the next video. And there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Don't go over the bars. God bless, and I'll see you on the next video.